I've waited 4 years for this moment. At a very festive night, we were only 3-4 months in, and I told Monique, one day, I will marry you. She chuckled exactly like that.
Yeah.
She laughed exactly like that, and I said, no. Watch, one day, I will marry you. And I've waited 4 years to say,
I fucking told you so. And when I think about Marten and Monique, the first thing that comes to mind is family. From the very first time I met Marten, family has been his number one priority. Everything he does has the well-being and security of his family at the heart of it. It was apparent very early on into their relationship that Marten had made up his mind that Monique was the person he wanted to start his family with. From their first meeting at a sandy beach, you could tell that their connection was instantaneous. He had found someone whose values matched his own, whose commitment to family and to your partner was unquestioned.
Honestly. Don't make a face when you drink it.
Don't drink, just sip.
Oh my god.
Hey, Josh, feed the holy water.
Stop flinching.
it is a great job.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you for loving Monique the way you have for the past 5 years. For treating her like the diamond she really is, and I'm going to try not cry on my word. Day in and day out. But most of all, I want to thank you for making her the happiest woman alive today by choosing her for your forever. Your day is finally here. You are Mrs. Cross. And my goodness, you are absolute perfection tonight. I could honestly not be more prouder to be a part of yours and Marten's big day. Even though we are no longer the MC Chicken Burger, I will treasure this day forever. You have always had this pure heart to me, always been so kind and generous. We have honestly been through so much together, and I will truly treasure our friendship, now and forever.
To the most important guest here today, watching as her parents are getting wed. Olivia Andrea Cross was born on the 8th of June, 2022. Olivia perfectly represents the marriage between Marten and Monique. The family that Marten and Monique have always wanted to build and will now cherish for the rest of their lives. When Monique was pregnant with Olivia, there were a few dates floating around when she would actually be delivered. It was around about this time that Marten and I decided that maybe we should grab some lunch before the chaos hits. As I arrived at our meeting spot, it seemed the chaos had already hit. I sat waiting patiently at a restaurant while telling staff, no, my friend's coming. Turns out that my friend wasn't coming, and he was already rushing to hospital to meet Monique. And there she was, this beautiful, perfect bundle of joy, looked over by two parents who would never be the same, and who had realized that the love they never knew was possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we hold up marriage as a sacred union between two people who are committed to loving one another and spending the rest of their lives together, faithful to each other and to their journey together. Marriage is a serious institution. It requires deep commitment, faith, and trust in your spouse, and a lot of patience to make it work. In the time I've known Marten and Monique, and in the conversations we've had discussing this ceremony, I've seen all of those things. I've seen commitment to one another, their faith and trust and patience, and above all, the love that these two wonderful people share with each other.
I promise not to take any day for granted, or taking our family for granted and our hope. And I vow to protect, care, and guide you through this beautiful life.
So I just have a lot to say. Free and only free. You've already given me the two greatest gifts of my life. Your unconditional love and how beautiful I look. You're the most amazing person. You're always so loving and kind of funny. I'm so honored to be your wife. I vow to be the best mother to all our children, all six. I love you like a lot. Like forever and eternity.
Marten, you take Monique Berger to be your lawfully wedded wife, from this day forward, to have and to hold, in good times and bad, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health. Will you love, honor, and cherish her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Monique, do you take Marten to be your lawfully wedded husband, from this day forward, to have and to hold, in good times and bad, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health?
So I got excited.
Yeah, I still got a bit to read. Will you love, honor, and cherish her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Marten and Monique, having proclaimed your love and your commitment to one another in the sight of Almighty God and His witnesses, it is my pleasure to pronounce you by the zero power vested in me as married. You may kiss your bride.
In time, which finding the time is who you spend it with. Joy is who you share it with. Who you share it with.
Monique captured Marten's attention like no other woman had before. Perhaps it was a warming smile, or her generous nature. I, however, still believe it was the promise of 6 children.
So please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Cross.
I felt the proudest father this afternoon when I led you to the podium earlier today. It was the best moment of my life. Thank you so much for being such a beautiful, vibrant child and bride to Marten. I always know that you're the most beautiful person in your life, but I've never seen you so beautiful as this afternoon. I know I'm biased, but I want to say to Marten, I think you're a very, very lucky man. Everything one could hope for in a son-in-law you've offered to us. I'm so delighted to formally welcome you into our family.
Everybody just